Brother Harrison, welcome
Historian?
to Mystery Science Theater 2000.
2,000. Ooh.
It's not
So
as good as...
downgrade from 3,000.
That's yes. No, of course it's not Mystery Science Theater. We are aping their bit a little bit. Did we think of a
Yeah.
name? Did we think of a name for this show yet?
Well, I was considering Monster Movie Mondays, but this isn't a monster movie, and it's not Monday as of recording of this.
I think we should still call it that. So today we are watching. I'm watching it on about the size of a phone screen because I don't have a second monitor, and that's such as the vagaries of Discord and OBS. But today we are watching
Likewise.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Starring Richard Chamberlain from 1975.
Isn't Richard Chamberlain's like a guy, right? Like he's not just some B-movie guy. Like he's a real actor.
Yeah. Yeah, and also they have Tony Curtis in here in this movie.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts before we get going, sir? Because I've never seen this. I've seen the 2002 with Jim Caviezel, I think, is in it.
It was also a good version of the Count of Monte Cristo story. But I'm not sure which one I like better, this one or the 2002 version. Like, I also found out recently that Henry Cavill's in the 2002 version.
That's crazy.
I know, he's like a baby-faced Superman. It's like, oh, you're so cute.
Right.
You're gonna grow up to be Man of Steel.
Yeah, he had to be like 16 or 17 or something.
I think he was 16.
That's crazy.
But anyway, I was channel surfing on YouTube a couple weeks ago when I stumbled across this, and it's very good, in my opinion.
Awesome.
But anyway.
Yeah. Per usual, I will probably split this up into, 3 parts or something like that. But, let's get going. And the countdown, if you would, sir.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the hour 43 and 22 seconds version?
Yep.
Perfect. Get that cursor off the screen here. I dig the soundtrack already.
Mm-hmm. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Same gentleman who wrote the Three Musketeers and The Man in the Iron Mask.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Did you ever see the DiCaprio Man in the Iron Mask?
I saw bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen its entirety.
Oh. Hey, Donald Pleasance. Nice. Tony Curtis.
Thank you.
I should tell you, I have seen that 2002 version, but I remember nothing about this story at all.
Mm.
Congratulations, Father.
Well, they've got a budget.
A week late, but there she is.
There he is, Tony Curtis.
He looks younger than I'd have expected in 75.
3 months in the African ports, but he's come back to you now.
Thank you.
You see him, Mercedes?
Monsieur Morel,
Yes, dear girl.
the flag is at half-mast.
That ship's a 2-masted schooner, I want to say.
Huh.
I'm listening to the audiobook, and in the book it says that the ship, because Alexander went into great detail, he said that it was a 3-masted schooner. So, but maybe they
interesting.
couldn't get their hands on a 3-masted ship.
Couldn't get their hands on a 3-master, perhaps.
But what does the flag mean?
What era does this take place in?
We have had a
This takes place in 1803,
Okay. Napoleonic France, basically?
just after.
I got you. Yeah.
And the cargo?
All safe, sir. I think you'll find everything to your satisfaction, Monsieur Morel.
Good, Danglars.
After the misfortune, who took charge, you or Dan?
You know, sir. Scarcely was the breath out of the good captain's body than Monsieur Dantes assumed command without consulting anybody.
As captain's mate, it was my duty to take command, sir.
You did well, my boy. Very well. Next to a death at sea, Edmund, all else is insignificant. But were there any other incidents which should be brought to my attention?
Yes, sir, one. Bring the prisoner forward.
Cadarus.
4 days ago, during the burial ceremony, he was caught pilfering stores in the forecastle.
True, Cadarus? Have you now added petty thievery to your other accomplishments?
If the almighty Monsieur Dante says so, then I'm a thief.
Shall we turn him over to the police?
I wouldn't imprison any man used to the freedom of the sea, sir. But I'd not have him on my ship.
Your ship, young man?
I spoke.
As acting captain, I know. And as such, what are your orders?
You're free, Catarus. But don't show your face to me again.
You must stop being so generous to the world, Monsieur Dantes. God will get jealous.
That feels like a decision that will come back to bite him.
Oh, yes. I don't know what it is about this actor, but his eyes, for some reason, they creep me out.
My ships have no...
The guy in the green, or the guy, the thief he was just talking to?
Captain was the only man
The
to
thief,
go
like,
ashore.
he's got very, very, like, fierce eyes.
Piercing light blue, I'd say.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me the purpose of his visit.
Well, this is important. They just said that, that on their way home they would put in an Elba.
Did he leave
Aha.
any papers behind?
That was the island that Napoleon was originally held on.
Indeed so.
He gave me this.
There's no address on it.
He told me where to deliver it, sir. I have his full instructions.
Well, the matter will take care of itself. Aha. Well, we must talk to you no longer. Go, my boy. A far more important personage than old Morel is waiting for you. Go.
Mercedes!
Ah, l'amor, l'amor. I always find it hilarious that in these movies set in France, everyone has an English accent.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's just foreign enough for American audiences. That's why ancient Romans are British. That's why people in Middle Earth are British. Game of Thrones. It's not too foreign. It's just foreign enough.
Yeah, everyone, all the upper crust have posh accents, and all the lower crust are just cockneys.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You would like that.
London accent versus Northern England.
Wouldn't you like a
York or something.
Your pretty little cousin Mercedes.
Don't mention Mercedes' name in your mouth.
Sit down.
Keep her name out your mouth, son.
Yeah, but they're talking about his cousin, like,
Right.
I think 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. 1903. Yeah, that's 100. That's 200.
Yeah. Close enough.
From the lives of all of us. Question: what is the fate of a Bonapartist in these marching times?
He's Dantes. Bonapartist.
It's kind of weird watching competent filmmaking after The Giant Claw.
Yeah. This is a palate cleanser.
Yeah, this is like a well-made 70s flick.
So use your imagination. I'm suggesting that Captain Leclerc went ashore to consort with Napoleon Bonaparte himself. I'm suggesting that envelope contained secret orders. I'm proposing that we take advantage of the possibilities in this situation. Waiter!
So we may have been talking. Did the other guy? Did the captain died at sea or something? Is that why he took over the
Yes.
ship? Okay.
He died of brain fever, they called it.
Gotcha.
I am an old man without manners, but I must ask Mercedes a question.
What is it?
That young lieutenant, your cousin, Fernand Mondego, I am told he loves you too.
Fernand Mondego was loved and lost. The way of the world, Father.
Fernand is a fiery young man, a Spaniard. I do not want him coming at you.
Little bit of light incest, probably fairly common in the day. I would assume.
Yeah, aristocrats had an annoying habit of marrying their
Yes.
cousins. That's probably why they turned out so.
Yes.
No, Mondego, I think you'd better write it.
I mean, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert were second cousins, something like that.
A little rougher. Address it.
That's.
The prosecutor.
I'm not going to defend it, but it's defensible. Second cousins, you know.
The prosecutor.
I mean,
Begin as follows.
you ever see those pictures of the Habsburgs?
Yes,
Oh, you mean with like the jawline that go up to here?
Yeah, where they painted him accurately. It's like, come on, you can clean that up a little bit.
Tell him the rest, Edward.
With the first money I touch, I mean you to have a house of your own.
Mental note: edit out my self-defending incest.
Larks, birds, your flowering vines.
What do you see?
Intrigue.
Oh, nothing? Nothing.
And I now pronounce you man and wife. Now,
Successful men
when I
always
say
have
those words
enemies.
tomorrow,
That's
the
here,
groom
here.
will kiss the bride. Not now, tomorrow, I said. At wedding, tomorrow. Now, the organ will begin again, and you will take her by the arm and lead her up the aisle, out of the church. Do it, do it, do it. Now the others, family and friends, will turn
Smoldering
and follow them
gaze.
up the aisle. No, not tomorrow, I said, not today. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I said. Remember to come back tomorrow for the wedding. Don't forget. Tomorrow, I said.
Edmond Dantes,
That is my name, monsieur.
you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is sudden.
What is my offense?
This is this from time of for Miranda rights.
Indeed.
What is happening?
You fellas, take your hands off!
That's Caviezel's character in the 2002 version.
Edmond Dantes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You are the mate
Guy.
of the Argus.
Yes, monsieur le prosecutor.
You don't seem to be dressed for a conspiracy.
Conspiracy. I was arrested at the rehearsal for my wedding. Tomorrow I'm to be married.
Have you ever served under the usurper Bonaparte?
If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong at the most opportune time. I think.
Yes.
It is reported that your political affinities are extremist.
Affinities? Monsieur de Villefort, all I know is my work. I love the sea. I love my fiancée. I love my father. These are my affinities. If they're political, then they are, as you say, sir, extremist.
I believe that. Do you recognize this writing?
No, sir.
Are you sure? Is it true?
No, sir.
Did your captain give you an envelope?
Yes, sir.
Where is it?
I carry it with me.
Give it to me.
I gave him my word, sir.
I order you in the name of the king to give it to me.
In the name of the king. Of course, sir. What does it say, monsieur?
Had you known the contents of this letter, you wouldn't be carrying it on your person. You would have denied any knowledge of it when I asked for it. That you actually surrendered it to me clearly establishes your innocence of any complicity in this affair.
That's a fair point.
Then, if I am innocent, monsieur...
Go back to your bride.
CSI Marseille.
Yes, monsieur de Villefort.
His coat feels a little anachronistic to me.
Yes, monsieur.
Looks
I
like
see
a
no address on
Columbo trench coat or something.
When?
Tonight, sir.
That was the style at the time.
15 Avenue Monte.
To any particular person there?
Yes, sir. A Monsieur Monte.
And this is where everything goes downhill.
Francois de Monte.
What is that under his lip? That's not a mustache. Is it like it looks like permanent 5 o'clock shadow? I can't tell what it is.
Oh, no, sir.
Have you spoken his name to anyone?
To no one but you, sir.
Good.
Wait, him or Dante's?
But I cannot dismiss you right now.
Him.
Why not, monsieur?
Yours is a political...
Dante's clean shaven.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like a little soul patch or something.
You will be dismissed in the morning. I guarantee it. You see, the principal charge against you is this letter. Without the letter, there is no evidence against you whatsoever.
Monsieur de Villefort, you are a good man.
Now listen carefully. Should anyone interrogate you, you don't speak a word about this letter.
No, sir, I will not.
And you have never heard the name of Noirtier?
Never.
Splendid. You will be taken to the Palais de Justice just for the night, so don't worry. It is only a formality. Take it.
The Palace of Justice. That sounds ominous.
Mm-hmm. He's going to see Judge Claude Voro from Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Pursue me like a demon to my grave.
Pardon, monsieur. This is not the way to the Palais de Justice. Monsieur, in the name of mercy, where are you taking me?
I'll give you, in the name of mercy, good advice. Close your mouth.
But Monsieur de Villefort told me we were to go to the Palais
Young
de
man,
Justice.
always follow good advice.
Oh, no.
Oh, right in the face!
Good evening, Monsieur Noirtier.
What the devil?
What does he look like?
A messenger.
I'm not sure.
John Hawkes.
No. To
Think
put
is his
the
name.
circumstance in a nutshell, your messenger was intercepted, Father.
And the message?
Destroyed. Sit down, please. Sit down. The paper was destroyed. The message is now written in here, written intact. Dates, names, places. All the details of your precious little emperor's intended escape from Elba. I have no intention of telling it to you.
Nice to see you, my son.
Nice to see you, Father. I know you would never betray your comrades, but betray them you will if you don't do exactly as I say, for I will then reveal all their names to the police.
Always that
Interesting family life.
Yes.
ever the selfish little beast.
You have been my secret embarrassment ever since I started my public career. My own father, a follower of Napoleon. I have lived with the fear of discovery long enough.
You wonder how prevalent the loyalists were immediately after the exile.
You will never be out of my
Now, France was on a roll under Napoleon.
Right.
Paris?
So I guess there would be quite a few fanatics out there.
Yeah, you'd think.
Don't worry. I will give no names involved in the escape. Only the facts. They should be enough, I think, to astonish the bureaucracy of Paris and bring me to the attention of the king himself. You will soon be the father of an important man. Doesn't that please you? It should.
Alright, so for those of you who don't understand, Dante's three companions, the shipmate, the other ship officer, and his future wife's cousin, were the ones who conspired against him to get him thrown in prison. But the evidence was so flimsy that they're thrown away. They said, like, get out of here, the case is thrown out.
Right.
But unfortunately, the one guy he was going to give the information to was the prosecutor's dad. So, just
disaster.
Disaster. Nasty bruise on his face. He's a lot calmer than I would be if I woke up and found a rat in my face.
No kidding. Of course, that probably constitutes a meal at some point down the road, so...
Yeah. I always wonder what rat tastes like. Everyone says it tastes like chicken, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Snake, I've heard, is quite good.
Where am I?
Wouldn't be opposed to trying that, but
Yeah.
I'd have to be pretty hungry.
Yes.
You are now in residence at the Chateau d'If.
There's been a mistake. I was ordered to the Palais de Justice. It was Monsieur de Villefort.
So he's just kind of wrapped up in this. He was completely unaware of anything happening, and this is all just kind of happening to him so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, his three quote-unquote friends threw him under the bus. And the prosecutor also threw him out, just decided to lock him up and throw away the key because he knew that his dad was a Bonapartist, but he didn't know he was his dad.
Right.
So, circumstance was conspired against.
What have I done? What is my crime?
Still just completely befuddled.
Oh, you would be too. Like, you just wake up the day before your wedding, you get locked up.
That
like,
sucks.
What'd I do?
Yeah.
Listen to me a moment. Just one moment. Tell me, how can I arrange to see the warden?
Someday.
Someday? But I'm to be released today. Today. Monsieur de
Someday.
Villefort's orders.
Yeah. And he's not a high society type, right? Like, he's just kind of a common sailor, pretty much.
Well, he's a ship captain, which
Yeah,
back
well,
in the
fair,
day
fair.
would have given him some clout.
Right.
Like if he was a member of like a rich shipping company, but he wasn't officially the captain of the ship. He was just the ship. He was just the captain's mate.
Right, right.
Hungry yet, monsieur? Or do we starve one more day?
Away. Wait.
Time has obviously passed.
Ah, nasty little stomach.
This is me under quarantine. I mean to do something and it happens 5 days later. Like,
Now this is you under quarantine with no internet access.
right.
And also your plumbing is all backed up and your water has stopped running and just.
I love the
I wonder what.
No, go ahead.
I wonder what they feed them.
That's
It looks like bread or something.
probably just bread. It's a good question.
Probably not bad bread.
Oh, don't do it.
Nope. He's starting to lose his mind. Time certainly must have passed.
Yeah.
Playing with the bugs.
Are they named yet?
Nope.
Oh, it's a good howl of misery. I always love the jailer characters in these kinds of movies because they always take such pride in their work, you know? They're always so excited to cause misery. Like what happened to you, dude? Like, what made you this way?
I'm an unrepentant jackass. I was bullied as a child, and now I'm going to take it out on all these prisoners.
It's weird. Oh, man.
This is how he spends his days, just walking in circles in his cell.
He's gone full John the Baptist.
Without that head chopping off.
Yes. Well, we hope so.
Oh yeah, that's right. France still used the guillotine until I think 1953. So
the last one was after Star Wars came out. They guillotined a dude for murder in like 75 or 76 or some crazy late date.
I always find the idea of the guillotine a very disturbing one, just like a machine with no other purpose than to chop off a man's head.
Yeah, that's disgusting. You ever like? You ever like?
Like when you hang a man, you can use a rope for other uses.
Right.
If you shoot a man, you can use that to like hunt, sort of defend yourself. But with
Sure.
the guillotine, it's no other purpose but to.
You ever like imagine yourself there, like put yourself in their shoes?
What?
Just
the
like
force out of the guillotine?
I don't know, just looking down into that like bloody basket when they put you in place. Like, not to be too like grim or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be kicking and screaming like the devil.
Right.
There is no way I am willingly walking up those gallows.
Man.
Oh, scaffolding. No, they would. No, gallows is the hanging.
It's weird to watch too, in like movie scenes like that where they just kind of like give up, you know? I don't know. It's just strange psychology. Oh damn.
No, he's been in that cell for who knows how long. His only humanly contact is with the warden giving him his breakfast.
Right.
Hello.
Prisoner.
thought occurs to me. In the Jim Caviezel movie, the warden comes to their cell twice a day to give them their food in the morning,
Sure.
and then take away the buckets with their crap. And then, do they? I assume it's the same thing, like the same bucket. Like morning is full of food, and then it's taken away full of crap. Do they wash those things? I hope they do.
Give it a rinse. It's probably not terribly sanitary, would be my guess, but. You have to think people's bodies were kind of more attuned to just drinking dirty water too. Like if you were me, time traveled back then, like we couldn't eat or drink anything. But they're just like,
oh yeah,
they're just like used to it.
And they have antibodies for all those sicknesses that we've since wiped out, like smallpox, and
leprosy. I don't know if you can get antibodies for leprosy.
Edmond Dantes.
Sure.
They said I was a book.
Oh, he's got a mysterious voice on the other side of the wall.
Start talking to him. He's gone mad.
So I was thinking, I was like, does this person really exist?
I was in prison on the 28th of February, 1815.
Damn.
How long have you been here?
Years, so it's 1825.
Right.
Franklin expedition wouldn't set sail for another 20 years.
Oh, man. Speaking of, did you know that the Northwest Passage is navigable now for part of the year?
Yeah,
it's
crazy. I think the first time it was traversed was by a Norwegian ship back in 2011.
Yeah, something like that. A huge ship too, like a giant carrier. It was crazy.
Oil tanker.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the first proper human to human contact he's had in over a decade.
Damn.
Can you imagine?
No.
Are you really real? Am I just dreaming things?
Right. He's barking mad.
Well.
No, I get it. They're just happy. They're happy to have a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if you really want to.
Yeah. Start poking him.
Oh, wouldn't you? After 10 years, no contact.
Absolutely. Hey, did you see Room with Brie Larson?
No, I did not see Room.
She's an idiot for obvious reasons, but the movie is actually pretty good and interesting. It's basically this kid is born in this room, and so it's like his entire universe. So he's talking to the lamp. He's like, "Hey, good morning, lamp. Good morning, pillow." And it probably a similar kind of psychology would take over, I'd imagine. Where that's your entire world,
Political world, Mr. Dantes. You are here because they said you were for Bonaparte. I was in prison for being against him. 5 years ago, I laid my plans for escape. My calculations took me a year. To make the necessary tools took me a year. I've been digging for 3 years. 3 years. I had but one mathematical instrument, this one. And now I find it was guilty of an inaccuracy. I took this wall for the sea wall of the prison. I calculated 40 degrees instead of 50.
You were digging for the sea wall.
I feel like I'd be much angrier if I spent.
After 15 years, I think you'd be like, back to the drawing board.
I guess. I mean, to think you're tasting freedom and oh no, you're just in another cell.
Yeah, but now he has a friend.
Hey, bright side.
Bright side.
Yeah.
Chisel, where did you get them? I made them.
You made them.